Here we are in line name grid folder, and we have this index.html, and we have this header, sidebar, content, and footer, as you can see. On the other hand, we have this container with the grid with a gap of 20 pixels, and then we have this two columns. One is 1fr and 3fr, and we have these rows of 100 pixels, 150 pixel, 350 pixel, 100 pixel again. So there are 4 rows and 2 columns. Now there is another way we can create a new layout, and that is using name for each line. This is the line, this is the line. As our content is filling up the first 2 rows, so we can do something like this. Let's say we have this left, this center, and this right line. So we can name these here using left. Then we have this center. We have this right. We have these left, center, and right. On the other hand, we have this row, and we will say I want to name my first row is A, then I have is B, C, D, and E. So I will save this. There is no change happen right now. But if we use these classes, header, sidebar, content, and footer, we can have a layout now. So first, let's do some layout for the header. And I want here is to fill the whole first row, and the columns will start from left and end at right. So I would say grid column where it start left and end at right. And the other thing we need here is the row that I need where the header should be. So I would say A. This is our first row, and it's starting from here, and it's go from left to right. So let's save it, and there you go. We have this header covering first row. It start at left and end at right. Similarly, we can do these things for the other. I would say footer. I want this at grid row D and grid column left to right, and save it. There you go. We have the footer also here, and we have this sidebar, and I would say grid column should be left, and grid row will be from B to D, and save it, and we will have this sidebar straight up to this D starting point. So let's save it, and there you go. We have this sidebar. Same for the content. We can say that content, then we have this grid column, and I would say here is center because I want it to start from here. I would say center, and grid row will be from B to D. Save it. Here we have our previous layout.